I do apologize. Stand by. I don't know why I'm always having issues. I am not with our producers today on this show, so I do apologize if we go all over the place here this afternoon. All right, so hello everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast. You guys can and subscribe to get more of your New York Mets news. You guys can share, like, and subscribe to our channel. We also would like to just welcome everybody here tonight. We got breaking news alert as of coming into our office this evening. And we got some really great news here because we finally started to hear some breaking news in regards to some Mets and some Met trades and some Met rumors. But however, this is not a rumor. This is now official. The New York Mets just signed in the last 38 minutes ago J.D. Martinez was a free agent from the Los Angeles Dodgers. I want to get a little bit in depth with this move because I really do think that this move was a really great move for the New York Mets here. Everybody was like so frantic on who were the Mets going to end up doing? What was a big move for the New York Mets? Well, I will say, a week prior to this news alert that we're hearing tonight, which I think hands down this has been the best move the Mets have done so far this season. And why I say that is because J.D. Martinez, if you ever look at his stats, last year he had 33 home runs. He had 432 at-bats last year. I would probably say by far a really good power hitter in this lineup. Now, where are they going to put J.D. Martinez in this lineup is a question on who's going to be coming out of this spot. Now, if I was projecting here as analysis, I would say that it's going to probably be DJ Stewart coming out and probably slotting in J.D. Martinez into that DH role. And could this be a positive move for the New York Mets? Are the Mets going to probably maybe put J.D. Martinez in the outfield or maybe put J.D. Martinez coming off on the DH spot? If we want to look at it in a analysis sort of feel, we all know what he's capable of doing. We know that he's able to give you guys at least 103 RBIs each and every year. So we know that he did it last year for the Dodgers. We know he did that prior to years before that. But having a really good bopper in J.D. Martinez giving me 33 home runs each and every year, I think I would be all right with this. This was a 1-year deal. So the Mets kind of did a deferment, which was pretty interesting in layman terms here. I really do think that this was just a very interesting move because I know that this was a move that I saw a while back for the New York Mets. A lot of people were like, no, and I'm like, yes. I think this was definitely a move. It was a move that David Stern wanted to do for a while already. It was just like they didn't have the green light to do it at first, but this was long way overdue because of the whole tax threshold and where they wanted to go with the monies and whatnot. Now they're doing an investigation with Shinsei Otani, which I find pretty interesting to say the least because of bet gambling and whatnot. Which, again, if you guys would like to get $5, we're giving $5 to every person that bets this year by using our promo code MetsXMFanZone on FanDuel, by the way. So when the season starts, you can actually get FanDuel on there, so you guys could get that, which is, I think it's interesting because it's just a risk $5 bet, But, do I promote gambling? No, I don't. But, hey, for all the people that are out there that do gamble, I'm willing to give you guys my analysis each and every game. I'll be giving you guys my strategies and pitching techniques, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit on stats. That's kind of what we're going to be doing this year, talking a little on the stats per se, because I was a player once before. I know the game. I know the game of baseball very well. I was a player, but I've been giving you guys the pitching analysis, giving you guys the how pitching works, technique works, and stuff like that, and it will be really put into the analysis of each and every game. And I think that this year is going to be so dynamic to the point to where it's just going to be a very interesting year for the New York Mets. And don't ever say never for them, because I really do think that this starting rotation has what it takes. Having not Kodai Senga in the lineup for a month, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with what they have. Shomanaya there. They got Tyler McGill now at the end of that rotation. Having Jose Quintana that's going to be doing opening day for the New York Mets. And a new arm in that rotation is Luis Severino. So I do like what we are seeing here. And, a lot of people find it very skeptical that, there might not be a very strong rotation. But listen, we don't need superstars to make it happen. And I think that with the starting, 5-man that's going to be on this roster, giving it their all. And then also bringing back Edwin Diaz. So, that's also another light at the rod, too. Because, with him missing last year, it really kind of like set the guys off, with Edwin Diaz, and with guys not having a very good season, and now that we got a lot of guys in this year like Fujinami and and Drew Smith, and we got a lot of arms there in the pen, and I like a lot of different new arms that we are seeing this year, and then we got a lot of really good hitting also with Zach Short, with Trayce Thompson, which I love. I think he's going to be a really good player one day for the Mets if the Mets end up bringing him up. So, I mean, there's a lot of moves and a lot of things that we are going to see this year. But the one big move is having JD Martinez signing with the New York Mets. Again, this was long overdue. I was really, before we started coming on, I was looking at the numbers on him throughout his career. I mean, if you really want to get in depth with, 2011 all the way up to now, each and every year he was very effective. With 15, we had like the start of 57 hits, up to 179 hits each and every year. We know on the accolades that he's done throughout his career wise, being a home run derby champ one year. He's got the most. He ranked 17 in 2021 in regards to runs. In 2022, he ranked second in doubles. And then in 2023, he ranked number 4 in home runs. So, I mean, and in strikeouts, he ranked 20 in strikeouts with 149 strikeouts. But in 2023, he ranked number 11th in home runs. So, I mean, if you look at the stats and look at what you're seeing and what you're getting out of JD Martinez is very exciting for the New York Mets. I think the really nice, strong, in the middle of that rotation will look really nice with Pete Alonso, JD Martinez, and Francisco Alvarez, all for 3. I think that's going to be a very strong, powerful lineup there. And, I was talking with a lot of reporters throughout the whole offseason, and, we were all, collectively getting together, and we were like, why not the Mets really think about going and getting JD Martinez? And, even though the Mets didn't get the green light in the beginning of spring, now that we got the green light now, And everybody was like, "No, the Mets are not gonna get JD Martinez. No, this is not gonna happen." But it did happen, and I knew it was gonna happen. I mean, could I be wrong at times? I'm not always right all the time. I'll come out and on record and say, I'm not always right all the time. But I mean, I think this is a really nice, effective move, and I thought about this for a very long time. I said the Mets need to get this guy. If they really want to go for a push to the playoffs, this is the guy that they need. And if they're going to go and get a big bopper, JD Martinez could be that guy, especially going into the offseason, with such a tight rope. Now, I will throw this out there because I know a lot of you guys have asked me, is there another move to be made here? And I will say, yes, there is. The Mets are going to go out and get another move, and this will be in the back end rotation for the pitching wise. Now, I'm not going to go and say on if the Mets are going to go and get Jordan Montgomery, because this is still up in the air if this is going to be a move that the Mets are going to make. I know we're talking to a lot of Met officials, talking to a lot of people in the league, that Jordan Montgomery is asking for a very hefty price tag. Now, if the Mets are planning on doing that, we are hearing that the Boris, because I've been with Boris, I've worked with Boris at one point. I will tell you guys one thing, Boris is looking for a 4-year option for Jordan Montgomery. So I don't know if the Mets' future in picking him up would be, very sustainable. But I would say, in perspective, I think that the Mets would kind of get him. It could be a really good spot for him in that second row next to maybe Cortana or somebody like that. Because we do know that Kodai Senga is not ready to, he's not ready for opening day. He's not going to be ready for opening day. But, I mean, we want to know where the perspective is going to go here. We want to know exactly, hey, if he's ready, could Jordan Montgomery be that second guy? We know that Blake Snell went to San Francisco, which was, what was it, like a two-year, $63 million deal, which by far a lot of people in the league saying that he's worth more. Don't get me wrong. I think Blake Snell is definitely worth the money, but 14-9, I don't find him to be a Cy Young Award winner. But I mean, hey, good for him to be with San Francisco, which I think he wanted to be on that side of the coast. I felt it. I felt that he just wanted to be over there and not come over to the New York side or anywhere over here. I think he wanted to stay over there because his family is close to San Francisco and San Diego and all that. But keeping him there was, I think probably better for him. But with the move with JD Martinez coming over to the New York Mets, I think this was a very good, decent move. I'm able to see what he can do with the New York Mets. Having a really good run here would probably be good, but we all know on how good he is offensively from the year prior, having 33 home runs and 103 RBIs. Now, if he's willing to repeat that, I think the Mets got a really good shot into the playoffs this year. And with Carlos Mendoza being the new skipper on this club, I mean, we all have the know-how. The know-how is there with Carlos. And I think that having Carlos Mendoza as a manager, I think that was also a brilliant part in itself. Did I say that Rojas could have been really good? I did say it at one time. I did say that Buck Showalter was going to be good at one time. But I think what here is with the league now, with all the new rules and with the whole second base, with all the pitch clock, and you need a guy that's already been there already, that knows the system already. And Carlos Mendoza knows it. He's been in the clubhouses. He kind of gets the gist of everything, and he's been there. He's actually managed when Aaron Boone went down. When Aaron Boone always gets injected from the game. So I mean, he's been there and he's managed the team very well. So now coming into the New York Mets, let's see on what Carlos Mendoza can do. And I really do feel that the Mets lineup is very strong. Having DJ Stewart, having Jeff McNeil, having Brandon Nimmo, because what your lineup's going to look like. Having Brandon Nimmo as your number one. Number two, probably Jeff McNeil. Number three will probably be Francisco Lindor. Number four will probably be JD Martinez. Or if I would do it, I would put JD Martinez probably down in the 7th or 8th hole. Or I would go with maybe Zach Short. He'll probably be going back and forth with Jeff McNeil there. Then Marte. Will probably go into that second spot. Going again with either you get Brandon Nimmo, maybe Marte. Then I would go with Francisco. So here's my official. I would go with Brandon Nimmo. Then I would go with Marte, Francisco Lindor, JD Martinez, Pete Alonso, Francisco Alvarez, Zach Short, maybe Jeff McNeil right there, and then DJ Stewart. So, I mean, those are kind of like the guys I would go with. But you have that lefty and righty. So, if the Mets are going to have a really good lefty, I would go with Jeff McNeil. And if you go with a good righty, and then I'll probably go with, JD Martinez. I don't know exactly where the role is going to be yet. I haven't heard really any news on where he's going to go. But as of the last half an hour or so, or hour, it's been almost an hour, JD Martinez joining the club. I think this is a really good move, and we are going to hear some press. We're going to hear some press news tomorrow morning. We're hearing that he will be introduced either tomorrow morning or Monday. So set your clocks. Get onto the website at MetsXMFanZone.org. We will have all the coverage for you, because if you guys would like to see Met live streams, MetsXMFanZone.org is the way to be. And I'll let you guys know, we now have the official app on our website at MetsXMFanZone.org. We have an iOS and we have the Android version, and you can download it when you become a member. This is only members app only. So if you are a member on our website and you have subscribed to a subscription, you can get the apps. I'll be doing a whole walkthrough. And then on Monday, we're going to be doing the walkthrough on Monday. That's what my producer's telling me. So we're going to do a whole walkthrough of the app on Monday. The official launch will be on Monday. Just to let everybody know. But if you are a subscriber and have already subscribed to our website, the app will be launched for you guys tomorrow. But it won't be officially launched until Monday. So just kind of let everybody know on that. But the breaking news, JD Martinez has officially signed with the New York Mets, signed to a 1-year deal. In regards to other news, I am going to predict Jordan Montgomery will be the next move to the New York Mets. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be safe, be well, and we'll see you guys tomorrow right here on our show. We got the New York Mets versus the New York Yankees. Game does start at 1:10 tomorrow. There's no pitcher to be announced just yet. Hopefully we'll get to hear tomorrow who the pitcher will be for the New York Mets. But the game will be starting at 1:10 tomorrow. If you guys would like to see the live stream, it will be on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. I'm Anthony. I'm here to give you guys all of your New York Mets reporting. We'll see you guys tomorrow right here on our show at MetsXMFanZone.org. We'll see you guys real soon. Be safe, be well, and let's go Mets.